Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KPW Destiny. It is I, Tapey Styles, calling the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. And to kick off a night that will be forever etched in stone in the history books. 4 championships up for grabs. The World Heavyweight Championship triple threat action in our main event as Jedi takes on 2 challengers in Popo and K-Dog. Tag team championships will be on the line later on tonight as the First Nation go up against our reigning defending KPW tag team champions Bob and Tape. But also for the hardcore championship, we will be seeing Corey Sinclair hoping to break the curse, hoping to prove to the Kumite faithful here tonight in the forum that he is more than a paper champion by going through the Scrapyard Saint solo in singles action. Also in singles action in the Lethal Lottery Sprint matches, all competitors in the Lethal Lottery Sprint will be competing in the Lethal Lottery bout next month, March 29th at Spring Stampede. Kabuki takes on Nick Flawless in singles action. In another Lethal Lottery Sprint match, we'll be seeing the Boise Boys take on the team of Bam Dardino and Ricky Rhombus. But to kick off tonight's show with a bang for the KPW Twitch Championship, bringing things around full circle for both of these combatants. The Sauce, the Rhinestone Cowboy, goes one-on-one against the Star Attraction, Francis Greatest Export, and the KPW Twitch Champion, Pierre Cinema. Now let's get down to ringside.
Do you smell what the Rock is doing?
The Sauce has been waiting to get his hands on some championship gold for quite some time now. Waiting in the wings for an opportunity like this, waiting for his perfect moment to strike. As he re-enters the division that he founded almost a full calendar year ago at the previous Spring Stampede event, where he would defeat Popo to become the inaugural KPW Twitch champion. He has the chance to become a 2-time champion by exacting a modicum of revenge against Pierre Cinema. Pierre Cinema, of course, making the most out of that opportunity afforded to him by Popcorn Poppy almost 2 full months ago at the Warzone season premiere, January 6, 2025. The Sauce opening things up. Some quick jabs. Pierre Cinema being taken out of the ring in the opening seconds of this bout here. Action already spilling out to ringside here tonight. This could get real ugly real quick between these 2 gentlemen.
9, 10, 11.
Lead official slap by Jones, calling the 20 count here. Both these men already in danger of getting a double count out here as the Sauce makes a hasty retreat back into the squared circle. Sauce playing a little bit of in-ring dominance, trying to control his ground here. And the Sauce is just giving Pierre Cinema no time at all to get back inside the ring. He wants to inflict however much damage that he can outside the ring, however much damage that he could keep control of. You know how cruel, how cold and unforgiving that outside ground is. Not a lot of padding between that mat and the concrete floor. Sauce making the most out of every opportunity there to try and soften up Pierre Cinema in the opening minutes of this bout. Power slam by the Sauce. Hooking the leg, 1 count from our lead official, Slap Thigh Jones. Shoulder blocked by the Rhinestone Cowboy. This man has been moving within the KPW Twitch division for the past several months like a bandit, snatching up any opportunity he can at the expense of others just to get ahead and close to the goal. But he has to capture it, he has to steal it, pry it from the hands of Pierre Cinema here tonight. And he's got one hell of a lead here as he keeps backing Pierre into the corner with these repeated strikes to the face. They're trying to create some opening here. Clothesline into the Sauce. It appears that Pierre Cinema has found that opening. Low blow from the Sauce. Anything to stay ahead of the game here. DDT. And look at the Sauce. He's just sulking in. The ill-gotten gains that he might accrue for himself here tonight should he defeat Pierre Cinema in singles action for the KPW Twitch Championship. We are starting things off hot here tonight at Destiny with a brawl, with a slugfest, with a slobber knocker. Sauce in firm control of this bout. Our opening bout, our first of 4 championship matches. Pierre Cinema cinched in deep with that surfboard stretch. Finding a moment of reprieve though as he locks in that dragon screw on the Sauce. Another diving clothesline into the Sauce. Pierre Cinema at a reach and weight disadvantage going into tonight's KPW Twitch Championship bout. Pierre Cinema at a height of 6 feet even, 220 pounds. The Sauce, 6'5", 265 pounds, as measured earlier tonight. Power whip into the turnbuckles, back elbow from the Sauce as he continues to stomp a mud hole into our Twitch champion here. Another back elbow into the corner. And what we are seeing here is the equivalent of a predator toying with their prey, almost playing around with their food in the wild here. But Pierre Cinema is not going to go down so easily. He's not going to let a man like the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce, try and embarrass him in his first ever defense of the KPW Twitch Championship. Pierre Cinema, of course, winning the Twitch Championship at last month's special event in Ignition against the 300-pound misfit Bob. A man that we'll be seeing in action up next as part of our KPW Tag Team Championship match, as it will be the team of Bob and Tape, our reigning defending KPW Tag Team Champions, squaring up against Slarty, Shuko, the First Nation, in our first of 2 tag team matches here tonight. Overhead strike from Pierre Cinema. The Sauce favoring his left leg after those repeated dragon screws from the champion. Sauce Trying to choke out Pierre Cinema, trying to apply as much pressure as he can to that back of Pierre. That camel clutch. But Pierre Cinema was able to make it to the ropes. The Sauce biding his time, trying to catch as much breath as he can as Pierre Cinema continues to target that weak point. Continuing to target the leg of the Sauce. And the Sauce has made quite a long list of enemies in the past several weeks, the past several months. Win, lose, or draw, this man is nowhere close to being out of the woods. As in 2 weeks' time, March 3rd, he'll be stepping into the ring on Warzone against Popcorn Poppy to settle the score once and for all, maybe to try and get back his stolen Stetson hat. A hat that the Sauce took a lot of pride in owning. The Sauce losing that hat in the midst of a scuffle against Popcorn Poppy, a man that ran through the crowd and allowed the Kumite faithful to rummage it in popcorn and drinks and any other sort of garbage before retrofitting it, completely changing the entire look of that hat. The Sauce having no mercy for a man like Popcorn Poppy, likewise having no mercy for the KPW Twitch champion here tonight. Gonna make the most out of his opportunities here tonight, while also sending a message to Popcorn Poppy ahead of their barbed wire brawl on March 3rd on Warzone. A match stipulation that we've only seen one other time, back at Cyber Sunday, when the then KPW Twitch champion Slarty defended that belt against the Monarch Oliver English in a barbed wire brawl that's chosen by the fans that night. Arm elbow tie up. Pierre Cinema looking to go for a neck breaker, and the Sauce takes another opportunity to exploit Pierre Cinema with another surfboard stretch power slam from the Sauce. Sauce looking to go for that Luka Bach elbow, signaling to the Kumite faithful, signaling to the champion that he's all out of luck here. And I think the Sauce just tripped up there. He's winded. That damage that Pierre Cinema has been building up to the left leg of the Sauce has finally caught up to him here. Blockbuster from the second rope here, taking a page out of Pierre Cinema's playbook. He wants to soak in all. He wants to reap in all these rewards that he's picking up here on behalf of Pierre Cinema here, hooking the leg. Pierre Cinema kicking out once again. Sauce felt insulted that a man like Pierre Cinema, a man that's still been chasing that World Heavyweight Championship in possession of the Viceroy Jedi, taking a quick detour to the KPW Twitch division and successfully winning the championship. A close call with that inside cradle just a couple moments ago. The Sauce brushing Pierre Cinema's face off of those yellow ropes here tonight. Superman punch counter into a reverse armbar by the Sauce. Rope break by Slap Thigh Jones. Another roll-up attempt from the Sauce. Cover. And another kick out from the champion Pierre Cinema. Headlock. Pierre Cinema doing whatever he can to scramble to the ropes, and he makes it to the rope. What the hell is this?
You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could
Don't tell me. Don't tell me that this man bought a ticket.
Well, you better get ready.
This man has been absolutely elusive in his time here since he's picked the fight with the Sauce. And it was a fake out! Popcorn Poppy playing mind games with the Sauce here. Pierre Cinema, the champion, capitalizing. This might have been exactly what Pierre Cinema needed to shift the tides of this bout. Brainbuster from the champion here. Waistlock counter. German suplex counter from the champion. Go for a rockabye on the Sauce. Cover with his own move. No. The Sauce completely blindsided, outsmarted once again by Popcorn Poppy, taking his eye off the prize there, and it gave the Twitch champion the perfect time to strike. With the abuse that Pierre Cinema has been taking throughout the duration of this bout from the Sauce, he was not able to get the most out of that rockabye. The Sauce's own finishing maneuver. He was not able to apply as much force as he needed to. Handspring moonsault down to the floor onto the Sauce.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Pierre Cinema dragging the Sauce into the center of the ring. Pierre destruction. And this might be it. This might be ball game 1, 2, 3. Pierre Cinema picking up the win, retaining the Twitch Championship, staying one step ahead of the Sauce once again, courtesy of Popcorn Poppy's antics. You can tell just by the look on Pierre Cinema's face that he is not happy about what has transpired in that time. He knew that he had to do what he had to do to keep that championship around his waist. And what the hell is this? The director, Steven Gilbert, making an appearance. Hopping over the guardrail here. This sick, twisted, perverse individual. Really knowing how to pick and choose his battles. Going after a wounded, near defenseless warrior, our KPW Twitch champion. Drop kick into the face of Pierre Cinema. And we've seen many individuals be on the receiving end of that power bomb from Steven Gilbert, planting Pierre into the center of the mat. The director picking up one of his favorite props here. The coveted steel chair splitting Pierre Cinema right down the middle. As officials hold back Steven Gilbert once and for all, try to separate these two. Pierre Cinema might have walked away the KPW Twitch champion, but you could just guarantee it that he does not feel like a winner here tonight. If you thought he was going to be unhappy about the antics of Popcorn Poppy spoiling that first Twitch championship defense for him, we have another thing coming here. As Steven Gilbert gets one over on the champion Pierre Cinema, as Pierre Cinema gets one over on the sauce here tonight. It appears that things are far from over between those four individuals, but coming up next for the KPW Tag Team Championships, the First Nation, Slarty, Shuko, take on the team of Bob and Tape. Bob and Tape, of course, joining forces over the course of the fall of 2024, eventually working their way up the KPW Tag Team Division, winning the championships at Fever Pitch back in December. Bob and Tape striking a deal with the First Nation before their previous defense against the Influence, one that ended in controversy. But these two teams have a lot to prove, and let's get right down to ringside for our next bout. KPW Tag Team Championships on the line, our second of 4 championship bouts here tonight at Destiny. Shuko leading the charge, surveying the chaos. Here, Cinema being assisted to the backstage area by medical staff and security. Steven Gilbert slinking out of the Kumite Forum the same way that he entered. Out comes the War Machine, the heavy of the First Nation, joining his brother, the Mastermind, Sigma Shuko, ahead of their tag team championship bout in just a few short moments. Slarty. And leading the charge for the champions is a role model, Tape, a man that negotiated this championship defense between both of these combating teams here tonight. No TV time needed to compete here tonight. 60 minutes granted to each and every bout if needed. As the 300-pound misfit, the only man to be a double champion in KPW history, the previous KPW Twitch champion and the current reigning defending half of the KPW Tag Team Champions, Bob, marching down to the ring, matching apparel with Tape here tonight. It looks like these two might be on the same page for once. It's been an uneasy alliance for these two. A more reluctant alliance on behalf of Bob. Tape starting the bout for the champions. Shuko starting the bout for the challengers, the First Nation, versus Bob and Tape for the KPW Tag Team Championships. Or an elbow tie-up, breaking the eyes is Tape as he begins the assault on Shuko here. Shuko retaliating with an overhead punch that knocks down Tape. First Nation, of course, being one of the most notorious tag teams here in KPW. Making a huge name for themselves over the course of the fall and the winter. Joining forces during the 2024 Golden Gauntlet, a round robin tournament miniseries that aired throughout the course of October and November. A miniseries that you'll be able to catch in full in its entirety on our KPW YouTube archive channel, which will be launching in 2 weeks' time on March 8th. Every show from 2024 will be available, every Golden Gauntlet, every Warzone, every monthly special, as well as every event from 2025. Once the archive channel goes live, Irish Whip Reversal, Bob the Legal Man, Slarty the Legal Man, the two big men slugging it out here. Avalanche splash sending Bob over the top rope and down to the floor. Clothesline to the back of the head of Tape. Was looking to inflict some damage onto Shuka with that hockey stick. This brawl on the outside, very eerily similar to the brawl that we've seen trending worldwide between the US and Canada in the sport of hockey. But there is no sport as dangerous as professional wrestling. And we are looking at two of the most dangerous tag teams here in KPW. The First Nation, Bob and Tape. KPW Tag Team Championships up for grabs. And our second of 4 championship bouts here. Referee losing control of this bout here as Shuko dives onto Tape on the outside. Spear from Bob to Slarty. Slap by Jones regaining control of this bout as Bob and Slarty engage in a test of strength. Bob with the upper hand, but Slarty's putting up one hell of a fight here. Northern Light suplex countered from Bob here to get the upper hand. Tag made to Tape. And the rivalry between Tape and Slarty, while mostly respectful, has been one that has been bubbling underneath the surface ever since that Golden Gauntlet, ever since Slarty defeated Tape in a record 28 seconds, the fastest match in KPW history. Tape, of course, even the odds just a few short weeks ago on Warzone. And Tape and Slarty duked it out once again. Shuko looking to go for that patented triple power bomb here. Mastermind doing his work here. Keeping the action as far away from the 300-pound Bob, the largest man in this match by far. Unfortunately, he was too far away from Bob in this instance as Tape was able to reach the ropes immediately, but after that triple power bomb attempt, big boot into the corner. The action spills to the floor once again. Shuko perched up on the top rope there, taking out his time to strike here. Looking to go for a baseball slide there, but Bob was completely unfazed by there. The Tape catching the brunt of that impact there with that tope suicida to the outside. Bob re-entering the ring on behalf of the champions. Tape and Slarty still slugging it out on the outside. Spear from Bob to Shuko. Hook kick to the face of Shuko. Retaliating with a spinning wheel kick. Irish whip reversal. Shuko being sent into Slarty there. And Bob applying pressure to the neck of Shuko, trying to choke the life out of him. Trying to cut off any sort of circulation to the brain of Shuko. Sidewalk slam. Center of the ring, cover. And Shuko makes the kick out. Shuko beating the count, keeping this battle alive for the First Nation. Slarty tags in, Tape tags in. These two are 1-1 in action here, and both these men are looking to get the upper hand, to get the bragging rights, to get the tag team championships in their grasp before this night is over. Running kitchen sink from Tape to Slarty. Reverse figure 4 leg lock. Cinched in by the champion, the role model Tape. Tandem offense from the First Nation, singling out Tape. And you can see the dynamic of the champions in action here. Tape rushing to the aid of his fellow champion, his tag team partner, Bob. Bob making no effort whatsoever to save Tape from the grasp of the First Nation. The only thing that matters to Bob is the championship itself. Tape diving up top there, moonsault, but Slarty was able to move out of the way with that lion tamer to Bob.
11, 12,
Slarty and Shuko, their first instinct is to wreak havoc inside and out of the ring, like hired thugs. The action returns to the ring. Tape and Slarty, the two legal men, Bob and Shuko slugging it out on the outside. Facelock tie up here. Clothesline to the back of the neck of Slarty. Tape going up top, looking for a moonsault onto the back of Slarty. Big boot retaliation from Slarty to Tape. Taking him off his feet momentarily. Tag made to Shuko. Shuko catching the foot of Tape. Trying to apply a wrist lock to the role model, the one half of the KPW Tag Team Champions. But Tape, as quick, as agile as ever, was able to get out of the predicament, get out of that hold. Bar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip reversal from the challenger. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Shuko. By the books. Shuko looking to tap out Tape, looking to tap out the champion. Slarty fighting to keep Bob away from breaking up the hold here. Tape going low amidst all the chaos. And now the big man's back in action. The Misfit, the 300-pounder. The only man to ever hold 2 championships at the same time in KPW, Bob. Picking a fight with Sigma Shuko, the mastermind. Release German suplex, but Bob's back up on his feet. Throat thrust knocking down Shuko. Back suplex, taking Bob down once again. Moonsault, perfect landing, cover! And Bob kicks out. Bob trying to create some distance between him and Shuko. Shuko catching up to him. Sorry, tossing tape out of the ring. Shuko tossing Bob out of the ring. Moonsault down to the floor, connecting. And this is a game of high risk, high reward from both of these teams. Looking to infiltrate, looking to destroy, looking to rebuild this tag team division, their image. Bob and Shuko, two legal men, still slugging this out. Hip toss to Shuko. Spinning wheel kick, sending Bob out of the ring once again. Shuko looking to go for a moonsault to the floor once again. He's taking all the time to recollect himself before committing to the moonsault, which connected. Tape and Slarty, unfinished business on the outside. Tape ramming Slarty's head into the ring post. Bob a long ways away from his tag team partner here. Shuko adding insult to injury, pinning Bob with his foot there, and he almost got the win there for his team. We almost had new KPW Tag Team Champions just now. Big headbutt from Bob to Shuko. As Tape makes the tag for his team, for the champions. Figure 4 leg lock cinched in on Shuko now. Shuko reaches the ropes. Back suplex to Bob. But Bob is not the legal man. Roundhouse kick from Tape to Shuko, capitalizing on this slight error on behalf of the mastermind of the First Nation. Slarty making the tag now. Shuko trying to soften up Tape for his tag team partner, Slarty. Enziguri counter from Tape to Slarty. Sweep kick taking Tape off his feet. It's been an absolute barn burner of a night between the KPW Twitch Championship. Pierre Cinema successfully defending against the Sauce. Missed a huge wave of controversy between the fake out of Popcorn Poppy and then the post-match assault on behalf of that director, Steven Gielberg. Tornado backbreaker from Tape. Our second of 4 championships up for grabs. Tape looking to go for the prescription bottle here. That patented Gonzo bomb, dumping Slarty onto his neck. Dragging Slarty's lifeless body away from Shuko. Bob in position. Shuko in position. Shuko breaking up the pin here. Bob taking the legs of Shuko. Uranagi from Tape to Slarty. Lateral press, Bob sneaking in the pin on Slarty, and he steals one once again for the team. Tate doing some heavy lifting here tonight for the championships. Holding back Shuko, softening up Slarty. Getting one over on the First Nation. The First Nation learning firsthand to not make a deal with the devil. And Bob and Tate on this night where the devil's reincarnated. Looked like Shuko was going to be able to push Tate towards the ropes as he had the chance to break up the pin, but Tate was able to go low below the belt one more time and take Shuko out of this bout as Bob snuck in the tag, snuck in that lateral press pinfall attempt and snuck away. Still, KPW Tag Team Champions. A masterful play on behalf of the champions here tonight. Where it seems like this is the night where working smarter has come to the benefit over working harder. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, a lethal lottery sprint match. Both of these men competing in the 2025 lethal lottery match next month at Spring Stampede. Kabuki, of course, working his way up to the top, falling short against the likes of K-Dog. All the way back at Ignition just 1 month ago. And Nick Flawless, a man that's been just trying to just scratch and claw his way back up to the top. Doing whatever he can to get a shot at the gold. Getting his hands on whatever opportunity may come his way. Has the perfect chance to do so here tonight. Kabuki's career trajectory has not been the same since that defeat back at Ignition last month. This lethal lottery sprint match, both of these men partaking in the 20-man lethal lottery match next month at Spring Stampede, March 29th. Looking for that opportunity to change the course of their careers around, looking for a chance to hit that jackpot. And of course, the winner of this bout will advance to a position much later on in the lethal lottery match 1 month from now, where it'll be more advantageous to enter later in the match and secure the victory here. But first, these two men have to slug it out here tonight on Destiny. Head scissors takedown from Kabuki to Nick Flawless. The hard-boiled Kabuki, the Greek machismo Nick Flawless. Powerbomb counter to the tiger leg scissors attempt from Kabuki. Running knee to the sternum from Nick Flawless to Kabuki. Two of KPW's most eccentric personalities colliding in the center of the ring here tonight. Kabuki winning the test of strength. Kabuki finally able to capitalize on that tiger leg scissors that he was aiming for just a few moments ago. Low blow from Nick Flawless to Kabuki. Irish whip into the ropes. Back elbow, knocking down Kabuki. What you could expect from this bout here is a clash of styles here. Nick Flawless taking it old school, as old school could get. Kabuki, a high-flying sensation here in KPW. Throat thrust to the man that christens himself Greek Machismo, Nick Flawless. Wrist lock counter from Nick Flawless to Kabuki there. If you're gonna take it old school, nobody can do it better than Nick Flawless. Kabuki in the red, Nick Flawless in the green. Right apropos regarding the lethal lottery sprint, because Nick Flawless is aiming for greener pastures here in KPW. He is aiming to win lethal lottery with that higher position in the match. Higher position gets him one step closer to securing some championship gold here in KPW in 2025. Kabuki with the guitar in hand. Just been a game changer ever since he debuted here in KPW at Fever Pitch back in 2024. Nick Flawless ramming Kabuki's head into that ring post. Kabuki making a lot of merch money off of those replica guitars as he bashes Nick Flawless over the head with that hummingbird. E-lift from Nick Flawless. He is as rough and as tough as they come. No matter how grandiose he may present himself, nobody can take the fight to a man like Kabuki, like a man like Nick Flawless here. Cross body chop by Kabuki. Throat thrust to Nick Flawless. Now Kabuki singling out the legs of Greek Machismo. A smart decision of the hard-boiled Kabuki. Nick Flawless, as some may describe him, a spry spring chicken. Needing to use those legs to secure the distance he needs, however much distance he needs to secure that flawless elbow. A top rope elbow that has put many competitors away here in KPW. Man, like Greek Machismo, Nick Flawless being able to deliver a move with such grace, such dignity here. Inside cradle here, and Kabuki steals one. And irony is struck as Kabuki has picked up the flawless opportunity to steal one here tonight. Kabuki biding his time, waiting for the right time to strike. That guitar once again being a game changer, as Kabuki is now guaranteed a position in the back half of the lethal lottery match. We saw Nick Flawless go for a suicide dive through the middle ropes A move that Kabuki countered with that guitar shot before following up with 2 more guitar shots inside the ring. Scrambling the brains of Greek Machismo Nick Flawless and giving him the chance to capitalize and pick up a quick, damn near effortless victory here tonight. Congratulations to Kabuki for sprinting ahead in next month's Lethal Lottery match. Up next, KPW Hardcore Championship up for grabs as Corey Sinclair goes one-on-one against Solo for the Hardcore Championship. Corey Sinclair trying to prove to the world that he is more than a painful champion. A 2-time KPW Hardcore champion, a 1-time KPW Twitch champion, hoping to break his curse here tonight on behalf, at the expense, should I say, of the Scrapyard Saint Solo, the King of Stega style, taking his sweet time, savoring in the moment, saving the fun and games for later. Kendo stick in hand, patiently waiting for the challenger. Corey Sinclair, of course, being one of the least traditional champions that we've had in KPW history. In wrestling tradition, it is usually the champion that walks out last. Corey Sinclair is hungry. He is battle tested. He is ready to throw down here tonight. Big chop to the chest of Corey Sinclair. Hardcore rules are in effect here. Pinfalls, submissions can take place anywhere inside and around the ring. Interferences are allowed. The only 2 individuals that could walk away with the Hardcore Championship here tonight are in this ring right here and now. Enziguri counter from Solo to Corey Sinclair. Both of these men favoring those strong leg strikes. Highly efficient strikers. Day 1 KPW signees here. Springboard back elbow from Solo to Corey Sinclair as Corey stays on his feet, but Corey knocking down Solo with that headbutt. And then countering with an enziguri of his own here. Crossbody chop from Corey to Solo. Hardcore Championship up for grabs. Corey trying to tap out Solo with a Boston Crab here. Dragon screw from Corey to Solo. Winning the Hardcore Championship did not come without its set of turbulence for Corey Sinclair. It was just this past Monday night on Warzone where Corey Sinclair defeated Ricky Rhombus for the KPW Hardcore Championship, a match that Slug Daddy, the Holy Pimp, interfered in. As confirmed earlier in the week, this Monday night we'll be seeing Corey Sinclair take on Slug Daddy in singles action this Monday night on Warzone. And also to come on Monday night, the verdict the sentencing. Champion or not, justice will be delivered. Will Jedi, the Viceroy, will he be held accountable and held responsible for the disappearance of one of our top stars here at KPW, one of our fan favorites, the icon, the former KPW World Heavyweight Champion, the man called Ding. Corey Sinclair, however, looking to strike here. Meteor strike to the back of the neck of Solo here. This could be a quick one. This could be a squash. And Corey Sinclair has broken the curse. Corey Sinclair picking up one hell of a victory here tonight, wasting no time whatsoever here on the Scrapyard Saint Solo. I don't think I've ever seen a hardcore championship match so fast. That was like a blink and you miss it. But Corey's been on that mean streak. He's been absolutely ruthless these past several weeks as he's been working to rebuild the hardcore championship in his image. The division held firmly in that man's grip. So we get one final look at this meteor strike, that patented scissors kick of Corey Sinclair. The sheer force, moving like a gator inside that enclosed ring. Being able to neutralize the Scrapyard Saint Solo once and for all and walk away. Your reigning, defending KPW Hardcore Champion. Congratulations to the king of Stego Style, Corey Sinclair. Coming up next, more sprinting towards the lethal lottery match in a month's time at our next monthly special event, Spring Stampede, March 29th at 9/8 Central on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. As the Boise Boys look to take on the team of Ricky Rhombus and Bam Dardino here tonight at Destiny. And the team of David Rush, Hollywood Hannon, two-time KPW Tag Team Champions, looking to inflict as much damage as they possibly can to the team of Ricky Rhombus, Bam Dardino. Looking to do whatever they can to advance their careers as a unit, individually. Who knows what tricks they have up their sleeve. Before we get to some tag team action, we'd like to inform you about one of our newest free agent signings here at KPW. A man that has been highly anticipated in making his arrival here to KPW, as we saw last week on Warzone. Pando is hungry. As we get a look at the Boise Boys working their way back up to the top of the KPW Tag Team Division. Looking to capitalize on that opening. Made it at the expense of the First Nation earlier on tonight, looking to advance their own solo careers. In this lethal lottery sprint match, tag team action, all four of these men will be competing in the 20-man lethal lottery match in 1 month's time, Spring Stampede. The winner of that bout, of course, getting a KPW World Heavyweight Championship bout at any given notice between April 1st and December 31st of 2025. Ricky Rhombus and Bam Dardino have been clamoring, they've been hungry, they've been waiting for an opportunity like this. The shape of the future, the blue chipper, an unlikely partnership made in recent weeks, picking up a lot of notoriety, a lot of steam. The Kumite faithful in this packed and sold out forum, picking up on the immediate chemistry that these two individuals share with each other. But what they have in front of them is quite possibly the most successful tag team in KPW history, the most dangerous tag team of them all. A two-headed dragon in the Boise Boys, as the record breaker David Rush starts off tonight's second tag team bout of the night. Single leg Boston Crab from Ricky Rhombus to David Rush. These two individuals picking up their business from the Golden Gauntlet Round Robin Series all the way back in October and November, as both these men made it to the B Block Finals. David Rush advanced that night, squashing that perfect run-up from Ricky Rhombus, a man that amassed 12 points, more points than anybody in the duration of that round robin tournament series, one that you will be able to catch on the Kumite Pro Wrestling YouTube archive channel, which officially launches on March 8th, 2 weeks away. Every Golden Gauntlet episode will be available. Every Warzone episode will be available. Every monthly special event will be available at the launch on March 8th, including tonight's monthly special event, KPW Destiny. Knife edge chop into the chest of Hollywood Hannon. Bam Dardino tagging in, wanting a piece of the action. The bold and brash blue chipper himself picking a fight with all 295 pounds of Hollywood Hannon. A man that has slimmed down in recent time, working on improving his cardio, testing his endurance however he can. When you're dealing with the Boise Boys, the former two-time KPW Tag Team Champions, there is no weak link in that party. David Rush, of course, being one of the strongest pound-for-pound competitors here in KPW. Making one hell of a name for himself. Making a major splash across all of Twitch professional wrestling. Tag made to David Rush. Irish whip it to the ropes. David Rush looking to drop down, but Bam Dardino stops his tracks. Back suplex from the blue chipper to the record breaker. Very coincidental that David Rush was able to be both a record breaker and a record setter here in KPW. Initially, the Boise Boys were the longest reigning KPW Tag Team Champions. A record that they would set, a record that they would break by winning the championships a second time. The only tag team to ever become two-time KPW Tag Team Champions. Waistlock tie-up, Ricky Rhombus singling out David Rush. Pendulum backbreaker. Onto David Rush. Ricky Rhombus taking the time to showboat, hot dog, and grandstand here. Forearm strike. But Ricky Rhombus perhaps getting a bit too cocky, going a bit in over his head here against the Boise Boys. Tag made to Hollywood Hannon. Perhaps the best kept secret across all of KPW. The secret weapon of the Boise Boys. Nobody could throw a lariat quite like Hollywood Hannon. It would be a wise decision for a man like Ricky Rhombus to target those legs of Hollywood Hannon. Tag made to Bam Dardino. Hollywood sizes up Bam Dardino, looking to go for Bam Dardino, looking to meet him in the middle with a leg lariat. But you don't play a game of lariats with Hollywood Hannon. Hollywood will club you down every single time. And we just saw that in action just a few short moments ago. Suplex from Bam Dardino to Hollywood Hannon. Overhead strike from Bam to Hollywood. Texas Cloverleaf cinched in on the former two-time KPW Tag Team Champion. But Bam Dardino, he's been looking for championship gold his entire career. He's come so close to the gold, and every time he reaches out to grab the gold, he flies too close to the sun. Many critics labeling Bam Dardino a bum, a choke artist. And he's here to prove the doubters wrong in 2025. Forming this temporary alliance with Ricky Rhombus, another promising young upstart. A man that actually made his KPW debut in the first ever Lethal Lottery match back in June. Now getting a chance to further their positions in the Lethal Lottery match next month as part of our 1-year anniversary special event, Spring Stampede. David Rush splitting open Ricky Rhombus. Those punches along the eyebrow line. We're gonna bludgeon that face of Ricky Rhombus. Side Russian leg sweep from the Shape of the Future, the previous KPW Hardcore Champion. 3 championship bouts are now behind us at Destiny here tonight, and one more is still waiting in the wings. Triple threat match for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship coming up next. Our main event of the evening. As the Viceroy Jedi takes on not one, but 2 challengers here tonight at Destiny. In the Heartthrob Popo, the Pitbull K-Dog. 2 of KPW's most fiercest combatants. Jedi being able to compete in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship, being able to bring things full circle from the night he won the belt. Facelock tie-up, Bam Dardino, bridging German suplex on the big man. These 4 men competing in a lethal lottery sprint match. The winning team will both have higher positions in the lethal lottery match. The higher your number is, the later you appear in the match, and the higher your number is, the better your odds are of winning the lethal lottery match. One of these 4 men could very well win the lethal lottery match in 1 month's time and have a KPW World Heavyweight Championship match at a night of their choosing in between the months of April and December. Arm elbow tie up from David Rush. Drop suplex onto Ricky Rhombus here. Ricky Rhombus taking one hell of a beating from David Rush. Double underhook suplex successful after Ricky Rhombus drills the knee into the sternum of David Rush. Drop suplex once again from the record breaker, David Rush. Hollywood Hannon moving in like a battering ram. Running knee strike into the ropes there from Ricky Rhombus. Ricky Rhombus buying some time. Hot tag made to the blue chipper, Bam Dardino. Irish whip into the ropes. David Rush countering the drop kick, using Bam Dardino's momentum against him here tonight. Tag made to Hollywood. That big 300-pound battering ram of the Boise Boys. These 2 men are looking to go the distance here. These 4 men are looking to advance their careers at the expense of one another. Scratching, clawing, just desperate for a chance to turn the tides around and fulfill what they believe is their destiny, to be at the top of the mountain here in KPW. Texas Cloverleaf cinched in on Hollywood Hannon. The extra height that Hollywood Hannon has, it has come to a disadvantage for once, as Bam Dardino has been able to exploit those long legs. and lock in that Texas cloverleaf on Hollywood Hannon time and time again this bout. Hollywood breaking the eyes of Bam Dardino. This bout has been firmly in control of the Boise boys. They are battle tested, they are proven, they are successful in the tag team division for quite some time. Until quite recently, they were considered the faces of the tag team division. You couldn't imagine a division without them at the very top. Their reign of terror has seemingly come to a close in the past several weeks. Ricky Rhombus tagged in David Rush. Also the legal man, scoop slam to Ricky Rhombus. Like David Rush was gonna go up top, but Bam Dardino was able to push him away from the turnbuckles. Single leg Boston Crab from Ricky Rhombus. Boise boys working together. Double suplex onto Ricky Rhombus. Back body drop from David Rush. Back elbow sending David Rush over the top rope and down to the floor. Drop toe hold on the outside from Bam Dardino. The Hollywood Hannon. David Rush, Ricky Rhombus. The two legal men slugging it out in the corner of the ring, in the blue corner, as the blue chipper Bam Dardino tags in once again. Only time will tell if Bam Dardino and Ricky Rhombus are truly on the same page. They have the chance to further each other's careers as well as their own here tonight against the Boise boys.
1, 2, 3.
Phantom offense from Bam and Ricky. Ricky getting in the way of Bam's overhead strike, however. The Boise boys looking to exploit that Hollywood lariat onto Bam Dardino, who was held in place by his tag team partner David Rush. And David Rush getting a bit of collateral damage now, courtesy of Hollywood Hannon. Big clothesline to the back of the neck of Hollywood Hannon. Inside cradle, Bam Dardino looking to steal one. One count, however. Coming up next, KPW World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. Triple threat action. The Heartthrob, Popo, the Pitbull, K-Dog. Both getting an opportunity to take on our reigning, defending, record-setting World Heavyweight Champion, the Viceroy, Jedi. As he continues his journey to run it all. Speaking of running things, it looks like the Boise boys, while they were seemingly running this bout the first several minutes, it looks like Ricky Rhombus and Bam Dardino have caught right back up here.
2, 3, 4.
Ricky Rhombus sizing up Bam Dardino, barking orders as tag team partner. Hollywood Hannon needs to return to the ring here.
12,
Hollywood hand shaking off his wrists, loosening up the joints for extra flexibility on those holds, extra grip on those slams. Ricky Rhombus able to get ahead of Hollywood with that double axe handle to the back. Side Russian leg sweep. Ricky Rhombus. Looks like Hollywood Hands in perfect position for a shape up. Ricky Rhombus deciding to go against that, however. Might be going for that patented fisherman buster here. Hooking the leg in place. Rope break call from Slap Thigh Jones, however. Back soup over the shoulder drop from Hollywood Hannon. Clothesline counter from Ricky Rhombus, transitioning into a reverse armbar. Pump handle slam, hooking the leg here. Broken up at one by Bam Dardino. Overhead strike by Ricky Rhombus. Tag made to Bam Dardino as he keeps up the pressure on the battering ram in Hollywood Hannon.
1, 2, 3.
Bam Dardino's got to keep his focus, his guard up. Looking at the chance to weaken, soften up David Rush here. Cover! And Bam Dardino stole one over the Boise Boys. As Destiny continues to be a night of surprises here. The Boise Boys outsmarted by the blue chipper Bam Dardino, by the shape of the future Ricky Rhombus. As Ricky Rhombus looked to be in the perfect angle to keep David Rush away from breaking up that surprise lateral press, throwing all of that dead weight over Hollywood Hannon. That high angle backdrop from Bam Dardino to Hollywood Hannon. After all the impact that they've been taking for the past 20 minutes, any of those drops could have ended the bout on either side. But tonight, it was all about Bam Dardino. It was all about Ricky Rhombus. This was their moment to shine. This was their chance to lock in their destiny and make themselves one step closer to becoming world champions in 2025. And as they advance further up in lethal lottery in 1 month's time, they get to enjoy the fruits of their labor here tonight at Destiny. Congratulations to Ricky Rhombus and Bam Dardino for picking up a huge upset victory over the Boise Boys. Coming up next, our main event match of the evening, our final championship bout of the evening, KPW World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. The first time ever the security has been tightened up on all three of these combatants ahead of time. Nobody except these three men and the referee are allowed at ringside, secured in their own locker rooms out of safety for the combatants or concern over what we saw all the way back at Madhouse in October when Ding was driven off the harbor by an unknown assailant. An attack that many assumed that the Viceroy, our current reigning World Heavyweight Champion Jedi, was responsible for, as he's been able to walk away, try and wash his hands of that mess, and set a 100+ day World Championship reign, the longest reign in KPW history across the board, with his historic World Heavyweight Championship reign, one that might come to an end here tonight, as the Viceroy has a 33% chance of walking away the champion. But before we get down to ringside, I understand that our resident interviewer Roger has a guest with him backstage before this big main event bout here tonight at Destiny.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my next guest, one of the most controversial figures across all of KPW, the wild card Robbie Deuce. I'm glad I could get you here one-on-one before the main event kicks off here tonight at Destiny. How much faith do you have in your friend Jed retaining the World Heavyweight Championship, and as a whole? Where do you stand about everything that's gone down since Madhouse?
Well, that's one hell of a question right there. I know that Jedi is always focused on the here and now. He isn't concerned about the future. He's tired of his championship reign being judged by his past. He's about to go out there in a few short moments and set things right in spite of people like you. Jedi needs this. This could be the last time we see him as the World Heavyweight Champion. Roger, if his legendary run as champion dies, he's going to at least try to set it all right by proving to the world that he was always capable of winning that belt even at a 33% chance of success. I'm not going to assist him out there tonight. There are larger things at stake here. This is his chance at redemption here, Roger. He's here to run it all, and even if his legacy here isn't going to be side by side with me, I'm here to show that he's got my solidarity no matter what the hell went down that night. Don't mistake the past 4 months of glory he's worked hard at for a lifetime of resentment and greed. This is his moment. This is his legacy. The time to carve my own legacy will come soon enough, but tonight, I'm going to be the one man that welcomes him with open arms when he walks through that curtain, champion or not. Our bond is as ironclad as a contract, and being a champion is that man's destiny, Roger.
We understand the tense situation and positioning you stand in regarding your friend, but I just wanted to thank you for offering your time, and we're glad to have you here in KPW. Speaking of time, it's time for the main event.
Impassioned speech there from the wild card Robbie Deuce, showing some concern for his best friend there, the Viceroy, the reigning defending KPW World Heavyweight Champion Jedi. As he marches down to the ring, awaiting his 2 challengers. Holding my breath desperately to see this triple threat bout for the World Heavyweight Championship. The stipulation that we were supposed to see many months ago when Jedi won the World Heavyweight Championship back at Madhouse. Around that time, this man, the Pitbull K-Dog, was just making his initial splash in KPW. That very night, K-Dog became the Twitch champion. Those attacks onto Ding overshadowed the successes of both the Viceroy and the Pitbull. And Popo's been leading the charge, leading the manhunt to see who is responsible for taking out the Dinger all those months ago. Ding was a friend of Popo's. Popo sharing a lot of animosity with both K-Dog and the World Heavyweight Champion Jedi. Jedi immediately exiting the ring, letting these two sort out their battles with each other here. Popo and K-Dog continuing their business from the season premiere of Warzone all the way back in January, continuing their business from a couple weeks ago on Warzone when they went to a 20-minute time limit draw with one another. Popo has been waiting to get his hands on the Viceroy Jedi ever since Ignition, as Jedi sweeps in with a broom and tries to soften up both of his challengers. Jedi, of course, being one of the dirtiest players in the game. The Viceroy, the man that will do whatever it takes to secure his position on top. Torture rack neck breaker from the champion here. As we saw it last Monday night, while Jedi wants to run it all solo, even going as far to refuse the offer, the advances made by his former tag team partner, the other half in the illustrious tag team Half and Half, the wild card Robbie Deuce. He's been benefiting from this uneasy alliance that he might have picked up between himself and K-Dog. Both these men sharing the same cause, taking out Popo, eliminating the Heartthrob as a threat here tonight. So K-Dog and Jedi could compete against each other one-on-one, mano-a-mano, eye-to-eye, man-to-man for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rope break, followed by slap thigh Jones. And that quick hook strike from K-Dog, opening up the Viceroy, the World Heavyweight Champion, wearing the crimson mask here. Suplex from Popo to K-Dog. We saw these three slugging it out in the final minutes of Warzone this past Monday night. Jedi getting the upper hand on both of these men. No outside interference allowed for tonight. Robbie Deuce waiting behind the curtain, expecting the Viceroy to walk away. The World Heavyweight Champion K-Dog and Popo, however, have different plans regarding the main event here tonight. Both of these men looking to spoil that party. Both K-Dog and Popo believe that they can restore honor to the World Heavyweight Championship by picking up that victory here tonight. And while K-Dog and Popo have been fighting amongst each other, fighting with each other every single week the past several weeks, Jedi has been able to work in the shadows and pick the right time to strike. Battered, bruised, or bloody, it don't matter. He's still the man with the least wear and tear going into tonight's main event bout here at Destiny. As we heard from Robbie Deuce, Jedi is a man that has the most to prove in this bout. Viceroy never being able to show that he could take out two competitors at the same time. Never being able to show that he could handle himself in multi-man matches. No champion has ever walked away from a triple threat match, from a four corners match, with their championship reign intact. Destiny has been about a night of breaking traditions, however. In our previous 3 championship matches earlier on tonight, the champion has been able to walk in and walk out with their championship reigns intact. Pierre Cinema defeating the Sauce to remain KPW Twitch champion. Bob and Tape defeating the First Nation to remain tag team champions. Corey Sinclair defeating Solo to remain the hardcore champion. But the Viceroy Jedi facing a graver challenge than most, as he has to take on Popo and K-Dog at the same time and defeat both of these men to remain world heavyweight champion. Jedi singling out, targeting K-Dog. Forearm smash from the top rope down to the floor from Popo to Jedi, leaping over K-Dog to get the job done. And Jedi still laid out cold outside the ring from that forearm strike from the top rope down to the floor. Popo and K-Dog still taking the time to slug it out there. Rope break. Great call from Slap Thigh Jones, our lead main official here in Kumite Pro Wrestling. K-Dog looking to go for that rolling clothesline on the Viceroy Jedi, who has re-entered the match, re-entered the ring, as he is losing quite a bit of blood. Rolling clothesline connecting that time. Throat thrust from K-Dog to Popo, singling out the legs of Popo, trying to neutralize that patented super kick of his, the Texas T. A maneuver that our world heavyweight champion Jedi was on the receiving end of all the way back in Ignition. The way that all of this started in the first place, where Popo was able to connect with not one, but two, but three definitive Texas T super kicks onto the Viceroy, the world heavyweight champion Jedi. We all thought that Popo had the match won until Robbie Deuce made his arrival, his awaited debut in KPW that night, saving the belt for his best friend, the Viceroy Jedi. Reverse armbar from K-Dog to the world champion, trying to tap out Jedi. A feat that only one man has achieved, the man that has been missing for all these months. Jedi has been the lead suspect in the disappearance of the icon, the man they call Ding, as he has one final opportunity this Monday night to prove his innocence. Jedi has busted open the heartthrob Popo. with those vicious strikes. Now Jedi's looking to open up K-Dog with those strikes. World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. K-Dog, Popo, Jedi, World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs in the main event of Destiny, our monthly special event for the month of February 2025. One count broken up by the champion. Back heel kick to the back of the neck of K-Dog. Jedi shaking the ropes on Popo, catching him off balance. Popo landing on his neck and shoulders. Quite a nasty tumble from the top rope. And look at these quick kicks to the head of K-Dog. The disrespect on display from the World Heavyweight Champion to the Pitbull K-Dog. All three of these men have been quite successful in their time here in KPW. Popo, a former Twitch champion, a former hardcore champion. Nobody knows more about being a champion here in KPW than Popo. Of course, we have K-Dog, a former Twitch champion in his own right. One of the fastest rising stars that KPW has to offer in his first ever World Heavyweight Championship match here tonight at Destiny. Of course, we have Jedi, a man that has approached 120 days as champion. And presumably speaking, he may not have another championship defense until Spring Stampede. Our next monthly special event, March 29th, 9/8 Central, on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. And speaking of March, which is shaping up to be our biggest month in KPW history, the YouTube archive channel, as KPW continues to expand in 2025, officially launches to the public on March 8th, 2 weeks' time. Where every monthly special, every Warzone, every Golden Gauntlet match will be available in its entirety. Assisted powerbomb between K-Dog and Jedi. Both men looking to single out Popo as the minutes continue to add up, the blood continuing to run down the faces of Jedi and Popo. The sweat accruing from K-Dog as these three are absolutely giving it their all here tonight. Just to be able to walk away with the grandest prize of them all, the Pretty Platinum, the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. Forearm strike into the back of Jedi. Club to the chest of Popo. Torture rack neckbreaker by Jedi. This has been his MO in the months leading up to this bout, letting K-Dog and Popo take each other up, soften each other up, wear each other out, and tear each other down before he swoops in, seizes the opportunity, and walks away the only man standing. Leg lock from K-Dog to Popo. Popo being able to wrestle his way out of that hold. counter from K-Dog to Jedi. We got some quick insight from the wildcard Robbie Deuce right before this match began, right before the bell rang. Jedi and Popo putting together an uneasy alliance. Doomsday device onto K-Dog. Debatably the freshest man in this bout at this point. The largest man in this bout. Weighing in tonight at 247 pounds, K-Dog. Albeit not with much of a strength advantage. Still enough to make quite the difference here. Lateral presses from all three men, all of them looking to get ahead of each other here, each securing a 1 count on the other as this match continues to stay in a stalemate in our triple threat main event here tonight at Destiny. Built to whirl power slam from Jedi to K-Dog. The world champion is spent. The heartthrob Popo, he is spent. The wear and tear, the damage, the pain that these three men are willing to go through just to call themselves world heavyweight champion is staggering. It's inspirational. Sending a message to the wrestling world that only the best, only the men with the most fighting spirit could get this close to the top of the mountain and be able to call themselves a world heavyweight champion. The wear and tear of being a world champion here in KPW catches up to even the most elite of combatants. But nobody has stayed on top longer than the Viceroy Jedi. Another Doomsday device onto K-Dog. Cover! Popo breaking things up immediately. Not allowing Jedi to take credit for that offense once again. Irish whip it to the ropes. Quick jab to the throat of Jedi, knocking him down into the mat. Popo taking the time to hot dogs, grandstand and showboat, getting blindsided by the world champion. Back elbow sending K-Dog out of the ring here. Jedi was looking to go for a suicide dive, but Popo and K-Dog both dropping down out of the way, but Popo sneaking in some Texas tea on K-Dog. Jedi waiting for one of these two combatants to return to the ring. This is exactly what we've been talking about for the previous month regarding K-Dog and Popo. They are so embroiled in their own personal differences and their own separate animosity with each other. But they are wasting their opportunity to capitalize on the World Heavyweight Championship. Jedi given ample time to recover inside the ring, and he now has a chance to capitalize once again on one of these two challenges. Rear naked choke onto K-Dog there in the main event, right in the center of the ring. Texas heat from Jedi to Popo. Saw Jedi hand out that receipt to Popo last Monday night. Brainbuster cover, and K-Dog kicks out. Popo finally returning to his feet. He could have been lights out for that entire 3 count, and he wouldn't have even known that the match had ended. Brainbuster from Jedi to Popo once again. K-Dog getting involved, stealing the pin from the world champion. Irish whip it to the ropes. Tree of Woe position. Popo delivering a kick to the groin region of K-Dog. Jedi, Popo, K-Dog have been going at it for 20 minutes. Bringing the fight to one another. Wasting no time, wasting no breath. A constant flurry of strikes and holds. Jedi, the world heavyweight champion, is bloodied. The heartthrob Popo is bloodied. The pitbull K-Dog is bruised and battered. Welts are beginning to form all over that man's back from the impact of the ring. Pendulum backbreaker onto Popo. Jedi going low on the heartthrob Popo. Leg lock from K-Dog to Popo. Looking to capitalize here, looking to tap out the heartthrob. Cover. Double face crusher onto K-Dog. Spinning back fist from Jedi to Popo. We've seen Jedi knock many men out with that spinning back fist, including our resident interviewer, Roger. Jedi is determined to run it all, including the staff, including the interviewers, including the commentators, including the security even. But on Monday night, we will see if justice will run through the Viceroy World Heavyweight Championship in tow or not. This could very well be the last night that we see a World Championship around Jedi's waist. Jedi looking to open up K-Dog with those strikes once again. Jedi whipping Popo into the turnbuckle here. Putting him into the Tree of Woe. Cinching in the legs deep there. Grabbing a hold of K-Dog. Victory roll-up pin. And Jedi stolen one on K-Dog. Popo is struggling to get out of the turnbuckles there. Struggling to pull himself up to free the legs. As Popo can only sit there and watch defenseless. As Jedi catches K-Dog by surprise there, rolling him up for that quick pin to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. History has been made here tonight. Destinies have been set in stone. Every champion has walked away with the gold here tonight. Jedi making history as he continues his long, illustrious reign as World Heavyweight Champion, while also being the first man to retain their championship in a three-way bout. And while he feels lucky here tonight, while he could celebrate tonight with his best friend, the wild card Robbie Deuce, this might be the last time we see Jedi get lucky here in KPW Monday night, KPW Warzone, as the Viceroy's luck ran out, has justice catch up to this man? Will he be held responsible, held accountable for the disappearance of Ding? Also to come on Monday night, the KPW Hardcore Champion Corey Sinclair going one-on-one against Slug Daddy in singles action. You'll also be seeing Pierre Cinema in action against Ricky Rhombus, with more to be announced later. I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that could call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. Wishing you all a safe trip home. Take care and stay safe. Good night, everybody.